Kareem Hunt not charged after suspected marijuana was found in his car. We wanted to know why, and as it turns out, it's part of a bigger enforcement problem all across the state. Now, you've seen this picture before. One plant is hemp, the other is marijuana. So, which is which? It's an important question, too, because in Ohio, hemp is legal, marijuana is not. But it can be nearly impossible to tell them apart by just looking. News 5's Kevin Barry here now to explain why we aren't the only ones who can't tell the difference.
Yeah, Rob, in court, the state of Ohio is struggling to tell the difference as well. That's why we found defendants who are getting acquitted and other people who are never charged in the first place for marijuana possession. When Kareem Hunt was pulled over last week in Rocky River,
So you knew about this stuff, right?
he was cited for speeding, but not for what might have been marijuana in his car. In the police cruiser, the officer told Hunt why.
The reason I'm not citing you for this is because marijuana laws have changed in the state of Ohio.
Changed because Senate Bill 57 made hemp legal. Hemp and marijuana both come from the cannabis plant, but hemp has less than 0.03% THC. That's the part of the marijuana plant that gets users high. On the side of the road, officers can't tell the difference.
It needs to be tested, basically.
But even when it's tested, Ohio labs can't tell the difference either. And defense attorneys know it. Ian Friedman is the president of the Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association and just helped a different client caught with 91 pounds of cannabis beat the charges.
They tested for the presence of THC and felt that that was going to be sufficient.
It wasn't sufficient because the judge decided the prosecutor couldn't prove that seized cannabis was illegal marijuana and not legal hemp.
If you don't get the concentration correct, you're not going to be able to establish, in fact, what it is.
The Attorney General knows this is a problem. In August, he told prosecutors to not indict cannabis cases until the labs were ready and announced a $50,000 grant to cover sending drug samples to out-of-state labs that can tell the difference. But in 5 months, less than $2,000 has been spent sending those samples out.
The prosecutor ended up bringing all of the evidence into the courtroom and kind of just taking the approach that look how much is here.
91 pounds, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, if it's illegal. Despite the massive amount, the suspect was acquitted, and that's why we're not naming him. Friedman says it would be dangerous for a prosecutor to convict someone without proving that what they had was illegal.
The precedent that they set carries forward on all sorts of cases, right? So you want to make sure that you're holding the state to its burden.
Right now, Ohio's labs are still validating and calibrating their equipment. They expect to be able to tell the difference between hemp and marijuana in the spring. I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.